Hello, John.
Yeah, well,
And so Dáil Éireann erupted yesterday, and the Count Corla has said that they're making a holy show of themselves.
well,
Terrible day in Dáil
yeah.
Éireann.
This is about the second or third time this has happened, whatever they're suffering from. I mean, they've been elected to represent their constituents, and the way they're conducting themselves there now, the people that voted for them might be having a rethink that perhaps their vote was wasted. Because you don't expect people to behave like that in the God with the Irish Parliament, shall we say? And so as people can understand from other jurisdictions that mightn't know the particular word about the Dáil. I know in Jerusalem it's the Knesset or something, which they call the Parliament. So they've all these names, but we and kind of speaking English, as the fellow says. Well, then we call it the Irish Parliament. And you don't expect people in the Irish Parliament to behave in the way they did and um, um, abusing the Ceann Comhairle, which is a lady. And it seems to me that they should respect the lady more than ever. And it's quite the reverse. And they're putting a lot of pressure on that Ceann Comhairle. And I'm surprised at the women, the leader of the Sinn Féin, Mary Lou McDonald, and others adopting that attitude towards the Ceann Comhairle and talking about objecting to some other people having time to ask questions. I mean, that's what people are there for, to ask questions. And those that support the government from the point of view of not having any ministerial positions there, they want stability, and that's the way to do it. Particularly the two representatives, independent TDs from Kerry, um, the Healy Rays, Michael and Paddy, and maybe others. And so, I mean, I don't know what's wrong with the Sinn Féin and the people before Frappert and all the rest of that ragbag mixture. That they're sort of that way feel so disgruntled or what have you. Have to no respect for the the Parliament because they're causing a lot of it's not getting much support from ordinary people that see this, and they would like that Ceann Comhairle, the lady Ceann Comhairle, which was a great honour for the first lady to be a Ceann Comhairle, and show some respect to her and to the chamber that are and to the people that voted for them. The people mightn't vote for them too much the next time it comes around when that's played again to remind people about how these are the type of people you're voting for that want their own way all the time.
Well, you see, the thing about it is as well, it's delaying the formation of different committees and passages of legislation, and then you got Michael Lowry, the TD. He's accused of making a two-finger gesture, I think, to the people before Prophet TD Paul Murphy. Um, he says he didn't. It was taken out of context. But anyway, so I'm surprised that the women in Dáil Éireann are tolerating this, and that I think we need a suffragette movement inside Dáil Éireann. I'd
I
like to
think
see
that
the
could be
women just
right.
walk out in support of the Count
Yeah,
Carly.
show respect to that lady. She's got a very honourable position, and since she's taken that position, this opposition crowd is Sinn Féin, people be pro-profit, and the other individuals are behaving very badly towards in the Irish Parliament, in the
Yeah.
Dáil, and that's no way to behave. I know if I voted for them, I'd be very disappointed, and I probably would, unless it was a dyed in the wool member of it's kind of against authority in some ways, wouldn't vote for them again.
Hmm.
Because what's the point of voting for people like that that show such a lack of respect for the privilege of being represented people in the Irish Parliament?
Hmm.
I mean, you can ask questions. As you say, committees are formed and they can be on those and that, but that doesn't seem to be enough for them. I don't know what their agenda is. Is it to destabilise the government or what? Or what is it? What other agenda have they got that we're not fully aware of? Because I feel they have an agenda, and it mightn't be what appears to be what they're doing. They seem to me to be trying to destabilise the government,
Yes.
and that's the tragedy. And it's a very sore point, and as far as I'm concerned, they're a disgrace to themselves and to the Irish Parliament and want to have a representative. And they're all shooting together. This is dreadful. I mean, I don't know where you'd have that sort of a behaviour. I'm thinking of Frank Hall when he used to do a thing about Ballymageash Council, and there was a couple of unusual characters, taller than life, on that and having their discussions. It was quite humorous, but it was humorous. But this is not humorous. This is quite disturbing, and I think people will be annoyed at that kind of behaviour, and it'll make them reflect about what way they might need to vote in future. We don't want people of that calibre, Sinn Féin and all the rest of them there, just behaving like that and all this shooting and roaring.
Well, do you
Disgraceful.
know what? It's the first time in a very long time that the Irish Parliament looks like the English Parliament in terms of it's absolutely full of politicians. There isn't a seat left in the House. If you have a look at the link attached to the video that I sent you, Dáil Éireann
Yeah,
is full of politicians, and you would normally it's empty, you know.
exactly. And but the fact that they're all shouting at the one time, different ones. I mean, normally you have you're allowed a space for to say whatever it is you want to say, but they're all shouting, and that's the most peculiar thing I ever saw. Um, I don't recall that type of thing happening that much before, but it's happening now, and it's a very bad thing to see happening, quite frankly. And they'd want to sort of reflect about what they're doing and the disgrace that they're making, because this could be traveling worldwide for all I know. And if people and if companies are thinking of investing in this country, they might think twice about it because of that behaviour.
That's a very good
So it
point.
can have a negative effect on a wider issue than just like what I'm saying, because it's not going to affect me. I'm not investing. Where we are, we're hoping to have the Christian TV established as a TV station
I
in
think
due
we can
course.
come
And
across as a bunch of savages in that video.
that could be a description as well. And what I found very peculiar and some ways and not what the television station or RTE should be doing. They allow them to express themselves without asking them questions about their behaviour, and this is a very serious thing that they did. And I mean that's a lack of their duty to question these people as to why they're behaving like that. Can you imagine if the Christian TV Ireland was established as a TV station that we'd be adopting that attitude? We would not. We would question the veracity and what is the reason for that behaviour. Like how can they condone it? And they should have been questioned about that by the broadcaster. Because others would be questioning them, I can tell you, and there'd be other people making statements about them and on social media and elsewhere, and it won't be complimentary.
Now you're talking. So there we go. Very good. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you very much, Oliver. Bye now.